Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Travis back again here at Big Boy Toy Reviews with another review. This time we're taking a look at Figma 258 Yukikaze. I assume that is how you pronounce that name. I'm not 100% sure, but as you can see, it's from the Kantai collection. One of the minifigures from this collection that I got. So, as usual, we're going to take a look at the box first. And as usual, in typical Figma style, we have the actual figure there in the uh, open open window there. We got the I guess the official seal of approval. It's really reflective, so I don't even know if I can even zoom in on that. But then we got the Kantai collection symbol. I assume that's what that is. I don't know. And then we got the side of the box here, of course, with shot of the character. We got the product shots here on the back. And we have the other side, the top, the bottom, and so on and so forth. I have not taken this girl out of the box, so I guess this is, as in typical fashion here at Big Boy Toy Reviews, a blind review. So let me go ahead and get her out the box, and we can take a look at what she has in the clamshell. Alright, so we have her in the clamshell here, and we can get a better view of what was in the package, and basically we could see it all through the window in the box. So she comes with two alternate faces. It looks like some binoculars and a backpack piece, it would seem, and a purse with some, like a purse turret. And then, of course, in typical Figma fashion, they have the base and the hands at the bottom. So let's go ahead and just crack it on open, because who cares about the plastic? Because that's not really what we're here to see. We are here to see the actual figure in its out of the box form. So, of course, typical fashion, we have the Figma directions. And, you know, I say that you should. I tell people to read the directions. You know, if you're not familiar with this line, you should definitely read the directions. For instance, I wouldn't have known that that's how you put that little purse thing on. Of course, typical Figma stand and base. Looks like we got a few sets of hands here. Looks like we got some hands. A hand for holding things. An open hand maybe for the binoculars. Two open palm hands. One of them looks like maybe like an action pose hand. We got that for the other side of the arm. So basically just two sets of those hands. We got these binoculars here, which are actually pretty cool. They're done in all gray plastic, kind of a matte plastic, or matte gray, I guess you can say. And it has a little like cloth goods string around it, so that's pretty cool. So we got some big old binoculars there. We got the little purse turret. Do these move? Let's see. No, it doesn't look like these move at all. So, and I assume this doesn't detach, since the directions tell you to take her head off to attach it. So that's what it looks like. It's done pretty well. It looks like I got some schmutz. Looks like I got some schmutz or something on the little I don't know what that is. I had to clean that off. But yeah, that's basically what that looks like. Sculpted really well, painted really well, except for that little schmutz. I'm not Jewish, so I don't know why I keep saying schmutz. This is her backpack, and I believe they use these to like hover over the water or something. I don't really know what these are, to be honest with you. Again, you've heard me say this before. I've tried to watch this anime, but it's so slow. But it doesn't look like these detach at all. I'm wondering if you have to take her arms off in order to get that around her. That's an interesting little setup there. Let's take a look at the directions and see what they say. How do you get that on? And it would seem that, yes, you have to take her arms off to get that on. So, interesting. Interesting. All right, so finally, let's go ahead and take a look at the figure. And she is really small. I wish I had a tape measure because I would show you how small she is. She's really small. Give me a second. Actually, you know what? Let me go get a tape measure real quick, and I will show you how small she is, because she is pretty damn small. Okay, so I have a ruler here, and to show you how small she is, I didn't even have to get a big ruler. This ruler goes up to 6 inches, and she is right at about 5 1/4. That's it. So she's really small. She can stand on her own, obviously. I just had her standing up. Oh, I promise she can. So she can stand on her own at least. Let's kind of get her in the middle of the camera. So she is really small. Let's get a close up here. You know what? Before I show the figure, I actually forgot to show the faces. So here are the faces. She has 2 alternate faces. This being one of those faces, which is like a smiley face with her eyes closed, I suppose. So that is done really well in typical Figma fashion. And then she has another smiley face, kind of looking off to the side, with the eyes, of course, done really nicely. So that's a really good one. I like the way the mouth is open. And then we have the face that came on the figure, which is another smiling face looking straight forward. So apparently this character is permanently happy, I guess. I don't know. I can't seem to stay awake watching the anime. So that's the other face. The rest of her is done really nicely. You got the little, I don't know really what this is. Maybe I guess this is supposed to be like, I don't know, some part of the ship as her hat, and then she has some little horns here on the side. And then I guess this is the little voice box that they were talking about there at the bottom, that you need to turn clockwise to swap the faces out. Her tie is really cute, painted really nicely. She's all like a flat white, so it's not much to that. I think they just kind of sculpted her in this white. I got a little smudge there. I don't know where that's from. You saw me just take her out the box, so there's a little smudge there, but I could probably clean that off. The back is done and really cute. So she's in a little sailor suit. The lining on the cuffs of the sleeves are done really nicely. If you can kind of get a clear view of that. There we go. So that's painted really nicely. Seems to be painted nicely around the bottom of, I don't know if this is a shirt or a dress, because as you can see, she is not covered up barely covering up the bottom. I mean, it's just scraping the bottom of her butt cheeks. So the little buttons are done really well. This This tie is a soft piece, so you can kind of maneuver that how you want. But you can see that. Let's see if I can swap this head out. They said to turn it clockwise when swapping the faces out. So I'm going to go ahead and see if I can get at least the hair off. And if I can get this hair off, it's always a little stiff when you first do it. Let's see. Turn. I can't see how you can turn this. This little thing is really stiff, and I'm afraid that I will break it if I try to turn it anymore. So I'm going to try to take her face off without turning it, and it is really stuck on there. Let's see. This thing does not turn. It looks like it. If you can see down in there, it looks like it might turn. Can I take it out? I can at least. I just take it out. There we go. It can be removed. Hooray! So you can just remove that, and we'll put on the other happy face that looks just like that face, but looking in another direction. And you know what, now that, actually, let me try this. Now that I've taken it out, maybe I can actually kind of twist it. You know what, let's just pop this head off. We'll go ahead and pop that head off. Let's see if we can get this face off. Man, these faces are tough. They are really on there. So I'll just slide that back in there. Now it seems like it'll turn. So looks like you just had to loosen it up. Now let's see if I can actually get it back in there. Alright, so let's go ahead and put that face on there. And see, now I got it turned down. And we can stick the hair on there. Bam. Now, since we got the head off, let's go ahead and drape this little part around. And let's go ahead and just put everything on. Let's see. We'll go ahead and pop the arms off. I'll just do this off camera. How about that? Alright, so now I have everything that she comes with on her. And I assume that things are supposed to look oversized. Like, these binoculars are way oversized for such a small figure. I put these hands on her just to see if she could hold the binoculars, and she really can't. So they must be made to kind of be in like a static pose and just kind of balancing it on her hands. So she can't really hold those. But it was a pain in the ass getting some of this stuff on here. Like this backpack, the way that the peg goes into her back, it goes up into the back. So be careful with that. I was trying to put it straight in and it wasn't going. So it actually goes up into her back. The arms, be careful with taking off those arms. They're little bitty pegs. And I can see those snapping. So once that backpack is on there, I suggest not taking that off ever. But anyway, let's go ahead and get to articulation and get this review over with, because I got a bunch of stuff that I need to review. All right, so as far as head articulation, she can look up quite a bit even with this backpack on. So that's a good amount for, especially for a female Figma figure. Because she has that short hair, she can actually take advantage of that really nice joint that they put in the neck. She can look down quite a bit. She does have shoulder articulation that can get her arm a little bit above parallel there. She can obviously spin it all the way around 360 degrees. She has an upper bicep swivel. that swivels there at the shoulder. She can swivel here at the elbow. She has a single jointed elbow that goes more than 90 degrees. Typical Figma wrist peg there. It can up and down. You can spin it around. You can kind of spin that joint around any way you want to kind of get her hands to go where you need it to go. I was not able to get any real ab crunch out of this. It feels like a solid piece in there, honestly. There might be a little joint here, but you're not getting much out of it. So it's pretty stiff. Nothing is going to stay by doing that. So she really has no ab crunch at all. She does have a waist twist though, so the legs do twist a little bit, so that's good. She can kick up about this far. This little shirt or dress or whatever does hinder that a little bit, so she can't quite get up that far. She can do the splits about that much. That's about it. Again, that dress is going to restrict it. She has a single jointed knee that goes over 90 degrees there. She does have an upper thigh swivel that swivels there at the waist. And does she have any swiveling on the ankles? It doesn't feel like it. She does have a swivel there at the foot, so that can go that way. You can go up, you can go down, and you can kind of get an ankle tilt. And to be honest with you, you can't really turn this joint. Well, yeah, you can. You can push it to get a tilt out of it, but I wouldn't push it too hard. But yeah, you can get a little tilt out of it. And of course, you saw how this thing, this little mouthpiece can kind of move up and down. Once you loosen it up, it's really easy to move it after that. So that's pretty much it, guys. Whether or not this is a must-have, if you're collecting this line, then I suppose it's a must-have for you because she's part of the anime. But if not, then I mean, she's a good figure. She's nicely done. So if you like little sailor girls or whatever, go for it. She's worth that. And she's really not expensive. And to be honest with you, I can't imagine that she would be like selling out anytime soon. I got her from Ami. Of course, they are selling her at places like Big Bad Toy Store, but you're going to pay an upcharge there. Hobby Link Japan, you'll get a good deal for it there. You might be able to find her in Mandarake in a month or so being used. That's pretty much all the ones that I go to. I know there's some other ones, but I can't pronounce them. So that's pretty much it for the review, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. And as usual, stay safe, keep collecting, and peace out. Oh, and P.S. She can actually hold the binoculars.